What's up, everybody? So, it's Chicago Scams Part 2. So, every year I do my taxes, and the state of Illinois, every so often, or I'm sorry, the city of Chicago, every so often intercepts my state income tax check. They say that I owe some red light tickets, which I don't, because they were over 10 years ago, and those have been paid off long ago. To my knowledge, it was only one, but when I looked online, it said I had 3, and they give you an option for a payment plan. So I put 2 on a payment plan, and one of them said it was ineligible because I supposedly signed a letter for a class action lawsuit against the city of Chicago, which I never did because I never got a letter. Well, so I call them and tell them that they intercepted my state income tax check and that money should be applied to the ticket and the ticket would be paid off that I supposedly owe. Well, they're saying that I need to have a little number off of the letter, which is like a claim number. And I said, no, I don't need the letter off of the number off of the letter, because the money was already applied. So if the money was applied to it, then the ticket should be paid off. They're saying that it wasn't the city of Chicago that intercepted the money, even though the letter, I have the envelope. I don't have the letter because it got lost when I moved. The letter says City of Chicago, red light ticket enforcement, and it has another little piece of paper stating that the City of Chicago intercepted my state income tax check and for some red light tickets. Just because I don't have that little number, they're saying that the money that was intercepted didn't go towards, that it wasn't the city of Chicago. I said, well, why does the letter say that you intercepted my state income tax check? They couldn't give me an answer because they're crooks. The city of Chicago has been doing this for years, and that's why they have a class action lawsuit against them, because red light cameras in anywhere don't do anything. They don't stop people from going through a red light. People never pay the tickets. They just get another car and get another plates. But now the city can actually suspend your license for unpaid parking tickets. They can't suspend your license for the red light tickets. They can only do it for parking tickets and something else, but they're trying to get it to where they can suspend your driving license for red light tickets. Well, I drive through Grubhub, and I also do DoorDash, and I also do Uber, and Uber will not let you drive in the city of Chicago if you have unpaid red light parking tickets. Well, guess what? I changed my location to Chicago. Uber did a background check. They go through all of that, and I'm eligible. So that means I don't owe money to the city of Chicago. They're just saying that I do and trying to put it on my record. Now, earlier this year, I didn't get a letter, but my ex-girlfriend did, from the town of Cicero, and they were saying that I owed, I don't know, over $500 worth of parking tickets, and I never had that car. It was like some older car. The plates were from Wisconsin, and I don't live in Wisconsin, and they just put my name on top of someone else's information. This isn't the first time this has happened to me. And it's nothing but a scam in these towns. It doesn't matter if you are innocent or not. It's always guilty until proven innocent. It's never innocent until proven guilty. That's just the way that these places operate. I try my best to stay out of the actual city of Chicago. I still go to the suburbs and whatnot. However, when I am in the city, if I did owe parking tickets, when you go and park, you have to put in your license plate number. And if your license plate number comes up as you owe the city money, the boot man will come out and put a boot right on your car. I have left my car for 4 hours in all different places in Chicago, and not once has the boot man come and put a boot on my car, because really, in actual reality, I don't owe the city any money. They're just saying that I do. I've been dealing with these types of problems for forever, and which is one of the reasons why I don't actually live in the city, is because of all the stuff that you have to deal with when you live there. Emissions, parking permits, even though you pay for a permit to park in your neighborhood or whatever, you still have to pay to park on the street if you're going to park anywhere else, and the prices are ridiculous. And the only times that you don't have to pay is like Sunday after 9 o'clock, which you have to pay at all times, and it's a joke. And you're limited to the amount of time that you get to stay there. Now, if you park in a parking garage, it's a different story. You can park there all day. You can park there for whatever. Of course, you're going to be paying a lot of money, but it's a joke. There's plenty of places that you can live or go to where you don't have to pay for parking. It's only in certain areas. Now, the red light thing, got to get this situation under control, because it's going to do nothing but bother me for the rest of the year until I file my taxes. If anybody has any information on what I can do to remedy this with the city of Chicago, please put a comment below the video. I would greatly appreciate it. Numbers, websites, addresses, all that stuff, because this is just a total joke, and I wouldn't want anybody else to go through this, especially if you live out of town, because it's very difficult to even get a hold of these people on the phone. They act like they're God's gift, which they're not. So yeah, Chicago scams are ridiculous. They're foolish. They're designed to target certain people. I know this for a fact because other people that I know are going through the same thing, and they don't do anything about it. But of course I'm going to, because I don't want them messing with my money, and I wouldn't want them messing with anybody else's money either. So with that being said, Chicago Scams Part 2, watch your back. Don't go through those red lights. You get a ticket, fight it. All right? Talk to you later.